Guess what? I went to church, and a friend asked me to accompany him because he was doing a talk on something having to do with charity, right? And I knew that this talk was going to be at the church, and that it probably would be in the middle of the service. I understood that I would be there for the church service. So we went there and we sat at the back of the church, where there's this tiny pew at the back, and it's right beside this little booth where they operate their audiovisual equipment. And it was really, really interesting. And it just this belief that I have, that these churches, and what I talked about ninth night in my ninth night video, they're about trance states. They're about meditative states that are facilitated via and rhythm and vibration, and the entire environment is constructed to produce a trance state. And it smelled nice in the church. It was pleasantly cool. Sounds, the vibration go through the floor up into your feet, right? And it doesn't matter what the words are saying. Like, you just want to move, you want to dance, right? And it smells good. It's nicely decorated. And there are these people singing and clapping and having a great time, and they're mostly young people. There were no, older people there. They were just mostly young people, and it was just really wonderful. But wouldn't you know it, as always, there's always got to be an alpha male hanging around. When all these young people and these women are around having a good time, there's got to be an alpha male, big ass silverback, trying to muck things up, right? Of course, that's the preacher. And the preacher goes up and he talks, but he's not very good at what he does. And so I had a great time. I was there shaking my head and tapping my foot, and my companion was, having a really good time and commenting on how good the bass player was. And it was such a pleasant experience. And I understand the value of fellowship. I mean, what equivalent is there for church in the non-believing community? People don't just spontaneously group together and start singing and dancing and clapping their hands and expressing the joy of life. They don't do that. And there is something deeply nourishing spiritually about that, emotionally about that. Physically, these sound waves can have a profound effect on mood and on consciousness, on the quality of your consciousness. You can go into altered states, and you can discover that there are very distinct, like church and ninth night and partying and that kind of thing. The sound vibrations affect us and change our entire outlook. And that's all I gotta say about that. Thanks for listening.